So I'll start my speech on 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the adjudicator, the people on the floor. Today's motion is emotional intelligence are more influenced than intellectual intelligence in child growth and development. And as a part of opposition team, we are opposing the motion. Then I have some argument to deliver, but first I will describe what is intellectual intelligence and what is emotional intelligence. Intellectual intelligence is a human capability in thinking logically and creatively in responding situations around them. Particularly, these intellectual intelligence are more specific capability in make some logic, solving problems and innovate something new. As for emotional intelligence, it's different with intellectual intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a human capability in thinking with empathy and emotional in act on what should they do in some situation around them. These two intelligence are affecting the children on how they grow and develop themselves. And in this modern era or 5.0 industrial era, intellectual intelligence are more and more important on their influence to children's growth and developments. Why? Let's get into our arguments. The first argument is as technology develops, human life are much less very rely on it, very rely on technology, especially on children's. Difference from before. Nowadays, children's growth and developments are also get influenced by technology. Children are suited to expand their knowledge in technology and to think logically in many of modern problems that not yet have the solution. For this situation, children growth and developments are important to escalate their intellectual intelligence more than their emotional intelligence because they have to not just adapt with technology but also innovating and developing it. Because of children are the next generation for us to inherit the nation. So we need a generation that not just only understand but also innovate and inventing to advance the nation. So yes, intellectual intelligence are much more influence and has more and more important part in children's growth and development. Into our second argument is that children also need to use their intellectual intelligence more than emotional intelligence in their growth because they also need to survive in this 5.0 industrial era. Nowadays, almost all jobs using technology and for that it need a specific skills. This make the children need to escalate their intellectual intelligence to learn more about technology so they are capable to achieve jobs to survive in this era. Let's take a case on West Sumatra. There are even a job fair event in West Sumatra that held by the head of Manpower and Transmigration Department, Mr. Nizam Uwais, and in this job affair, there are around 40,000 job vacancy available and there are about 25,000 people who applied, but there are only around 2,000 people who get accepted. Why? Mr. Nizam said that most of those who failed were applicants who did not meet the requirements given by the company because many did not know how to use technology during registration, so the data requested was incomplete. This happened because many applicants were lack of knowledge about technology. This proved that with the difficulty of competition to find work in the current era, if they are not using their intellectual intelligence more influence than emotional intelligence in their growth, they will get this commodity to adapt and get lost in competition with others in order to survive in this modern era. And then come into the third argument. Children's growth and development also influenced by the environment. The more advanced an era, the more developed the child growth and development environments will be. To adapt in this developed environments, children need their logical and critical thinking more than to think emotionally in order to not out of date. This era equips children to even more think creative and innovative, and if not, they will be out of dated and will find hard to even just finding a job for a living. And no one wants something that is outdated. because everyone now wants something as efficient, innovative, and creative as possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, these all of arguments are proving that intellectual intelligence is more necessary for its influence in children's growth and development, so they could survive and adapt with the environments around them that keep developing. That's all of my argument. Thank you very much.